In this video, we're going to talk about a building called Mulberry. If you live in Dubai Hills, you've definitely noticed these buildings. They're low-rise buildings, and they're great because they have quite large, spacious layouts. Now, we'll talk about the layouts and the prices. We'll also walk through the complex, check out the amenities, the state of the hallways, basically see what the building is like. After that, we'll head into one of our apartments where we're currently doing a renovation and just see what a two-bedroom layout looks like. Longtime followers of this channel will remember that we've already bought and resold many apartments here with our investors. We're very familiar with these buildings, and basically I'll give you a more detailed breakdown of the pros and cons you'll find here. So let's start with the fact that this building is located right on the front line of the park. All right, let me go ahead and show it to you right now. And right here is our park area. There are only 8 buildings here in total. They start at the beginning of the park, and the complex ends with this building called Parkfield. As you can see, it's this high-rise right here. Up until that high-rise, all of these are Mulberry buildings. This complex was built in 2019. Construction began back in 2015, so it's a relatively older building on the park's front line. Speaking of the concept of this complex, you'll see these are club-style buildings with panoramic windows. When it comes to 3 bedrooms and rare 2 bedrooms, we'll have this kind of corner glazing in the living room. Now let's talk about the types of layouts and their costs. As I mentioned before, the layouts in Mulberry are larger than the average in Dubai Hills. If we're talking about 1-bedroom apartments, the area here starts from 81 square meters, and prices start at approximately 2.2 million dirhams. Well, more precisely 2.1, 2.2. Within that range, you can already start looking for 1-bedroom apartments here. If we're talking about 2-bedroom apartments, they range in size from 121 square meters and start at 3.3 million dirhams. We have 2-bedroom units with views overlooking the park. We'll be going into one of those today. There are also 2-bedroom units with quite a nice view towards the villa community. As for 3-bedroom apartments, they're priced from 5 million dirhams and up, with areas starting from 163 square meters. But on average, the area of a 3-bedroom apartment in this complex is 180 meters. The 3-bedroom apartments are actually located in the best spots of this building. For example, on this end, we have 3-bedroom apartments, and they come with direct views of the park. There are also 3-bedroom units in this part of the building. Again, corner glazing in the living room and direct views from the bedrooms of the podium and the park. Besides the corner glazing, you can see there are also quite large terraces that can be furnished to sit and enjoy these views in the evening. We also have 4-bedroom penthouses, and they're spread across 2 levels. Regarding park access, here's our building. We go out, walk to this gate, it's card access only, and we step right into the park. So you can walk your dog there or go for a run. Well then, guys, let's head inside the building itself and see what it looks like on the inside. By the way, there's also, you see, these great parking spots for bicycles and scooters. Overall, the complex is, of course, very pleasant and well designed. There's really high demand here because a lot of people with good budgets are actually coming to Dubai. Many of them choose Dubai Hills specifically because the area has really great infrastructure. And of course, many people want to live in more spacious apartments. So buying property here in Mulberry is always a liquid asset for the future, meaning you can resell it later on or you can rent it out. The ideal plan is to renovate the apartment and then rent it out. Speaking of renovations, we're going to look at an apartment where the work is currently in progress. We often show the finished results of our renovations on this channel, but let's also take a look at the renovation process itself. This is what the building complex looks like from the road. As you can see, some apartments overlook the park area we were just in, while others overlook the villa community on this side. By the way, these are branded villas from EMAAR. These are the address villas. And in terms of area, they are quite large. There are villas of 600 meters and even layouts of 1,000 square meters. So the real estate is interesting too. And the lobby itself is quite beautiful. It has its own waiting area. Also, there's security on duty here at all times. So if you have any questions or, let's say, problems, you can always reach out to them. Let's take another look at the lobby. There's a lot of space and some interesting decorative elements here. Well, guys, let's head up to the apartment now to see what a 2-bedroom unit looks like, and then we'll walk through the building to see what amenities are available. Okay, guys, let's go take a look at our apartment. This is a 2-bedroom apartment, and now you can see the actual size of the space. It's a bit of a creative mess in here because the apartment is still under renovation. Right, but let's just see what these layouts are like. We have a closet area here and a fairly spacious living room. According to the layout, the kitchen is combined with the living room. The kitchen is quite spacious. Usually EMAAR provides a standard island here. We typically replace it with something more functional and attractive. The terraces here are relatively large, and the views look like this. So we have a view overlooking the inner courtyard. This is from the 2-bedroom apartments. The 2-bedroom units are mostly located on the inner perimeter here. There are also views towards the road and between the buildings. If we're talking about these ends of the building, they're mostly 3-bedroom apartments. They have the best views and corner glazing. Let's take a walk now and just see what we've already achieved during the construction process. And I'll show you the design project, meaning what we'll end up with here. Here we have the TV area. And as for the room layout, here's our first guest bathroom, and here's the first bedroom. The guys are working in there right now, so we won't go in. We also have this storage area here. As you can see, we fitted it with built-in furniture. I mean, usually this is just, well, an empty room, so to speak. And here we have the master bedroom with its own bathroom. In the bedrooms, you will also find a completely separate bathroom, which is equipped with its own walk-in closet for added convenience and privacy. Well, in a couple more months, all this will be transformed and will, of course, be very, very beautiful. In the bathroom belonging to the master bedroom, we have both a built-in bathtub and a shower cabin. But we're going to replace the bathtub here with a freestanding one, so we'll have a bathtub of this style. And by the way, we can take a look at the floor plan of the apartment itself. So we entered from here. Here's the balcony, the living area, and the kitchen. Then we moved on. Here's the guest bathroom, then the first separate bedroom with its own bathroom and closet. Next is the storage area, and then the master bedroom with its own bathroom. We decided to design this apartment in light tones with these dark elements. I think the result will please us. And essentially, as is standard, in our apartments, we change everything except the windows. So very soon, we'll have a large corner sofa sitting right here. Here we'll have a great TV area, and you can see that the apartment, well, it really has a lot of light. Anyway, friends, we're talking more about the building itself here rather than this specific apartment. But you can probably see it, right? There's quite a lot of space here in the apartments, and the layouts are really great. Now let's go in and check out the gym and the children's room. Yes, guys, don't be alarmed by the elevators. It's a special coating so that construction materials don't damage the elevator. Okay, we're entering a small hall like this. To the right is the children's room, and in that direction are the gym and locker rooms. So, friends, we're in the children's room now. There are people here, so I can't film everything. Well, I'll show a part of it so that you just have a general impression, let's say. So, here we have this soft flooring, a small slide, and from this room, there's direct access to the building's podium with both adult and children's pools. Okay, friends, and let's take a look at the gym. We have separate locker rooms here for women and men. Our gym is this size, quite spacious, and also with a view of the podium and beautiful landscaping. So it'll be a pleasure to work out here. As for the equipment, you can see there are treadmills, ellipticals, basically everything you need. There are people working out in the gym, so I won't disturb them too much with the filming. Let's go out onto the podium now and see what we have here. So, friends, how do you like the sound of Dubai Hills? I love this bird song, of course. There are so many of them here. Our apartment is right up there. Here, you can see a small, inviting playground and a children's pool. And there's also an adult pool. There's also a grill area on this podium, a barbecue zone. The grills here are old school, meaning they use charcoal. I think that's cool. Personally, I don't like those electric or gas grills. And let's see how big the pool is here so you can get a full impression of the complex. As you can see, there's a lifeguard on duty. Those are the rules in Dubai. They have to be at the pool even if no one is there. So size-wise, it's a perfectly fine pool where you can swim laps if you're into that, or just spend time relaxing on a sunbed. Now let's head out to the park. So here's the gate. Just tap your card and you're right in the park. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and useful. As usual, I'll remind you that we are a licensed real estate agency in the Emirates. And if you need to buy or sell any property, just send us a message. We'd be happy to help. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos.